Reading begins with letter recognition. It is the foundation of every child's literacy journey. Across the Philippines, many young learners continue to face challenges in developing their reading skills. Before they can form words or understand sentences, some children struggle with the very first step: recognizing letters. To help address this, the researchers from the Our Lady of Fatima University Antipolo campus reached out to one of their partner communities, the Barangay Santa Cruz Child Development Center. Here, they sought to explore new ways of making learning not only effective, but engaging, blending the principles of play-based and multisensory learning to transform letter recognition into a meaningful and joyful experience for young learners. This research, titled A Multisensory Approach to Teaching Letter Recognition in Barangay Santa Cruz Child Development Center, was conducted by researchers from the Our Lady of Fatima University College of Education. This study aimed to make early reading more engaging and meaningful through a multisensory approach to learning. Letter recognition is a crucial skill in early childhood education. It enables children to identify and differentiate the shapes and forms of letters, building the structural foundation for reading and writing. However, traditional teaching methods often rely on rote memorization, which can be difficult for young learners with varying learning styles. This inspired the researchers to use a multisensory approach that immerses children in experiences that involve seeing, hearing, touching, and moving as they learn each letter. Previous studies support the effectiveness of multisensory learning in improving literacy skills. PARA 2021 found that engaging multiple senses increases memory retention among preschoolers. Finally, in 2023, emphasized that sensory-based instruction boosts motivation and confidence in reading. Matthias and Kriegstein 2022 highlighted that using sound and movement helps children process letter sound connections more effectively. The study focused on two main variables: the multisensory approach, VAKT, as the independent variable. The multisensory approach uses the visual, auditory, kinesthetic, tactile VAKT method to enhance and improve daycare students' reading, development, and letter recognition skills. The dependent variable is the letter recognition reading levels. In this study, the learner's ability to recognize letters was measured through their reading levels, determined through a pre-test before the intervention and a post-test after the implementation of the multisensory approach. This study is grounded in Gillingham and Stillman's multisensory theory, 1956. Their approach laid the foundation for the VAKT method, where children experience letters through visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and tactile activities. Guided by this principle, the study followed the IPO, or Input Process Output Framework. The input referred to the learner's pre-test reading levels. The process involved the multisensory intervention using VAKT activities, and the output reflected the improvement in the learner's letter recognition and reading levels. The multisensory approach was implemented at Barangay Santa Cruz Child Development Center using a quantitative experimental design. The study involved 63 daycare students aged 2 to 6 years old enrolled from Barangay Santa Cruz Child Development Center, using random sampling from 6 enrolled sessions. 4 research instruments were used to assess the effectiveness of the multisensory approach in teaching letter recognition. A profiling test first determined each student's initial reading level, followed by a pre-test and post-test to measure performance before and after the 2-week intervention. The observation checklist was also utilized to document students' behavior, participation, and engagement during sessions. The researchers began their data gathering by securing approval from Barangay Santa Cruz Child Development Center and obtaining consent from the students' guardians. The process started with a reading, screening, or profiling test, where learners were guided to recognize letters and their corresponding sounds. This was followed by a pre-test to identify each child's initial reading level. For 2 weeks, the students participated in engaging multisensory reading sessions designed and implemented by the researchers. After the intervention, a post-test was conducted to measure their progress and compare it with their pre-test performance. The results revealed a remarkable improvement in the learner's letter recognition and reading levels after the multisensory intervention. During the pre-test, most learners struggled to identify letters, with 11 children categorized under the not recognized level. This indicated that they could not yet distinguish letters or associate them with sounds. Many others fell within the frustration and instructional levels, showing partial understanding for letter recognition. However, after the implementation of the multisensory VAKT activities, the post-test results showed a clear transformation. No learner remained in the not recognized level. A significant number progressed to the instructional and independent categories. The mean score rose from 14.98 or 77.20% in the pre-test to 22.65 or 90.60% in the post-test, indicating an overall improvement in the learner's performance from satisfactory to outstanding. The findings revealed that the multisensory approach improved the letter recognition abilities of daycare students. Before the intervention, 21 students were at the frustration and not recognized levels, showing difficulties in letter recognition. After 2 weeks of VAKT-based sessions, students performed significantly better in their post-tests, with none remaining at the not recognized level. This success aligns with Gillingham and Stillman's 1956 theory, which highlights the effectiveness of structured multisensory instruction for learners with reading difficulties. The study concludes that the multisensory approach, the VAKT method, is an effective and developmentally appropriate method for teaching letter recognition. It enhanced learners' reading levels, participation, and enthusiasm toward learning.